Hi, my name is Don Higginbotham. A few years ago, my life was upside down. Every part of my life was upside down. A big part of it was the tax liability that was over my head. For some reason, and I had talked to other people, I don't even remember how Don's name came to me. I think I was just searching on the internet. Really, I think God sent it to me. But I came and talked to Don. And I tell you, he gave me so much peace and hope. And he took over my situation, and we have really been successful, he has, in working through the process. There's two or three questions that you might ask when you're talking to Don or anyone else. One is, can they do the job? Are they really proficient in getting this process resolved? The second is, do they understand my situation? Do they understand what I'm going through or where I am? Can they give me hope and peace of mind? And the third is, are their fees realistic and competitive? So on the first, I can tell you that Don is very, very proficient in what he does. He has very high work ethics. I can call him anytime I want to. If he's busy, he'll call me back. But he is really on the job. If I get a letter from the IRS or if I get some communications, I'll pick up the phone and call Don. Before I can even tell him what I got, he said, I got the same thing. I'm on top of it. I'll be back to you in a day or two. And I go to sleep. I can rest at night. That burden is not on me, and I know that it'll be taken care of. The second question is, yes, Don is a very, very kind and gentle man. He's not going to intimidate you when you come to see him. He works in a very humble environment. He's going to give you hope and peace that this will come to some type of resolution. On the third question about the fees, I can't tell you what Don charges. Don't have any idea. Sometimes I have to call him and say, Doctor, you need to bill me for something? And he said, I'll get around to it. But at first, I had to manage my affairs pretty tight. So I had to control it. Now, Don has my credit card number. I'll get an email from him one day, and he said, in 2 days we're going to charge your credit card X number of dollars. And I'll tell him fine. And that's the way we operate. And I have found all of those questions to be positive. I can just recommend to you that if you have issues with the IRS, one other thing I want to mention, I've never heard Don talk derogative about the IRS. He has great respect for those who work down there, and I think that his father may be a retired IRS agent. The whole family is just so humble. One day I was in Don's office, and his father came in and got on his knees and polished the toes of my shoes for me, and that's just how humble and kind and compassionate they are and how they understand where you are in your life. But he has great respect for the people that work down there. I've never heard him say anything unkind about them. The most I've ever heard him say is, you know, sometimes one department might not know what the other department's working on. Well, you know, that's true in any large organization. But he has a respect, and I think that's the reason he's so effective in working with them and resolving these issues. So I can highly recommend that if you want to get your issue resolved, if you want to have peace of mind and work through this, Don's the man that you need to call and talk to. I highly, highly recommend it.